Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. This is the Bright Sun Podcast with your host, David, and we're going to be talking about, you know, lately I've been thinking about artists like Frank Ocean and why they're so stagnant or inconsistent when it comes to releasing music. And after seeing a video recently on YouTube and someone's talking about how like art becomes a job, and then at that point it's kind of hard to create, because if music's typically made out of emotion, I mean, you don't really have much emotion when you're at work. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have emotion for work. It had me thinking, because me and my friend of mine were talking recently about such thing, about, oh, it's taking him such a long time. It's his job. Like, what's taking him so long? He should have been dropped something. It's been years. How could he not? Is there something wrong with him? What's going on? He's not giving us an update. And after seeing the video, and even me being an artist myself and looking more deeper into that, I started thinking, I kind of don't blame him. I mean, if you truly want to make the best art that you can, you take your time to do that. And when it comes to art takes whatever time it needs. Art isn't something that, is made in 30 minutes or in 5 or in 10 or in an hour or even in a day. It can be, but art has no limit or measure on how much time it should take or it will take, because it's art. And art comes from within, and it takes a lot of effort to really bring what's inside and make it real and digestible and clear, and you can actually communicate and express it. And I guess for some people it might take years. It could take 3, especially if it's from emotion. That also, I think, would correlate with experience. And let's say before, in your 20s or in your late teens, of course you're an emotional wreck, so you definitely have enough love songs to write, enough sad songs, enough maybe goofy songs, something like that. But maybe you don't always have those things that you're dealing with, or even then maybe it's hard at a point to construct or structure how you're feeling, because when you're younger, once again, yeah, you can have a whole bunch of love songs, because that's what that's what we're all freaking doing when we're kids and young adults and stuff. We got enough love songs for an entire army, because that's one of the things we're trying to figure out, and the things that we're bad at and things that we want. But let's say you make the love songs. What's after that? Let's say you found love. You can make love songs about finding love. Let's say you do that. Then what after that? It's kind of this thing of, maybe you get to these stages, and then after you hit that stage, you got to go on the next one. But then it takes time going to the next one, because it matters on if you can even relate to that, or if you're even diving deep enough to where you can even bring that out. Because if you're not doing that, I think either your music ends up becoming very, industry and not really, I guess, wholesome, or like you can kind of tell when a song is just a song and when a song is art or a story or an expression or a thought. There are songs that are cool and you just play, and then the songs that are cool and you listen. You listen to it. You don't just play it. You actually listen to it. You feel it. You sing along. You picture yourself And so thinking and regarding that, considering that, I can see why, it takes people like Frank Ocean or Kendrick Lamar to, it takes years to put out an album, especially an album. An album, the collection of songs it is, and with each song being, pristine and each song being carefully crafted, it's going to take even more time. And sometimes probably when art is a job, it becomes less of a thing you want to do all the time, because who likes going to work, And when the work is the thing that you did enjoy for free, the price that you pay is that now it's your responsibility to do it. It's your duty. You're obligated, rather than you are free, rather than you can just enjoy, So I do get that. And it's interesting too, because it's hard to see a way of going about that in any other way. You create art. Of course, you can make art not for people to see. You just make it. But I think a lot of us want to make something and show it to our parents, or show it to our friends, or show it to people, and then see what they think about it. If they like it, if they don't like it, what can we do to improve? Can they buy it? Can they consume it? Can they listen? Do they understand? And at that point, depending on how far you want to go, it's hard not to make that a thing that once it happens, you got to keep on doing. It's kind of like once you feed the dog is going to come back for more. Once you give people songs and they like it and they like you, they follow you, after a while, they're going to be like, okay, so when's the next one coming out? And then if you're like, I don't know, they're going to be like, well, why'd you show me this song? Of course, they're not going to say that, or they're not going to literally be thinking, why'd you show me this song then? But the energy is going to be, why'd you even do this if you weren't going to keep on doing it? And maybe for you just wanted to do it a little bit, or just do it whenever. But then now, if you want to make any money off of it or get any sort of recognition off of it, it will be dependent on the eyes that see it, and that is people. So it's very, I guess it's a cycle or something that just will be gone through. Who knows? Maybe there's going to be some sort of way to go about this that's healthier. I think maybe Frank Ocean and Kendrick are some ways of it being healthy, because they can do that. But at the same time, it was based off of careers that prior they released more. They kind of built up that reputation to where people are willing to wait. So I guess in the beginning, it's you actually making that name for yourself before you can actually go back to that point where you just make it when you make it, and people wait. And they're willing, so yeah, so that's going to be some fruit for thought today. Let me know if there's an artist that that you listen to, they take a while, or a person that you ever been kind of mad at. You're like, why is it taking a long time? Or maybe someone who's always just dropping something. Comment that below. If you're watching, if you're on the podcast, watch another podcast. If you're on YouTube, watch another video. I gotta get something to eat. I'm hungry. If you're hungry too, go eat. Don't forget to drink your water. Drink a smoothie. Only mine. Not mine. But you have a good day. Catch you later.